Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Game Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a Let's Build video. What are Let's Build videos and what they're all about? Well, Let's Build video, I take a model kit and I show you guys how to put it together. If there's anything wrong with the sprue, I'll give you guys a heads up. If there's any areas of concern on the sprue with like rods and pipes and chains and skulls and all that stuff, I'll let you guys know. This is basically to make model kits accessible to everyone. If you suffer with dyslexia or struggle with instructions, again, this is a visual way to help you. If you're interested in certain models in an army that you have, or you're interested in models for a new army, again, this is just to help you guys out. For all my regulars here, guys, I've got love. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a second. I'm building today. I'm going to build a Space Marine Librarian. Okay. Now, some people say, oh, what's the point in that? There's one coming in 10th. I've got it here. I'm going to get it done. Get it built out of the way. It looks like an interesting model to paint as well, so that's good news. So as always, we'll start with tools needed as usual. Mold line scraper. Now you can use a hobby knife or some sort of surgical blade. If you do use a sharp tool, be careful because it's sharp, and just let anyone else know in the house that you're using it so nobody scares you by accident. Clippers, most useful part of a kit. I do have sanding block and sanding sponge. Okay, now you can get these in the hardware shop. I found them in 2 places in the hardware shop, and as I was looking for them the other day, next to the sandpaper, okay, and next to the wallpaper stuff. So somewhere in the area you'll find them. Now it's a plastic kit, so plastic glue, but I do have super glue to hand just in case. So normally we go through the stat lines and start looking at the stat. Oh, just do a stat line on here. Okay, so here's a movement of 6, 3+ weapon skill, 3+ from shooting, strength 4, toughness 4, standard Space Marine, 4 wounds, which is nice, 3 attacks, leadership of 9, and 3+ armor save, which is absolutely crazy and nice. But anyway, now what we do now, guys, for everyone that's new, we'll have a look at the base and we ascertain what we can ascertain to make it easier for us when we're building him. Already we can see that's the back, that's the front, that's his backpack, that's a little cherub hanging off the top of him, there's his legs, there's his base, shoulder pad, there's his 2-handed weapon, that's his head. Now that's a 25mm base, so I've got myself a 32mm base sitting there, so I can glue that straight onto it, so it gives him the same size as everyone else. So I'm going to finish getting set up and I come back with the first pieces. As with most Space Marines, big chunky boys, it's very easy to build without me knocking the camera. So the first one we need is number 2, number 3 and number 4. I'm going to snip them all off and clean them down. Now be careful with that because there's a book hanging there. So just snip them all down, clean them down and come back and show you how they go together. Right, so this is very straightforward. This goes into there like so. And then this front part connects over the top like that. Okay, so I'm going to glue those pieces together. Still a little bit I missed there. I noticed a bit underneath along the inside of his legs to the mold line. So I'm going to get those pieces and then I'm going to glue them together and come back for the next piece. And so the next piece we need is number 5, which is his staff. So I'm going to snip that off. Now be careful when snipping this off because staffs are usually flimsy and weak, but that seems to be quite sturdy. But I'm going to start here. I'm going to snip it along here and snip it along there. So I take part of the sprue away with the staff and I can trim that down afterwards. And I snip it off, clean that down and come back to you and show how it goes on. And that staff is a bit of an annoyance to clean down. Basically that goes in there. And that goes on there. Like so. Just, there we go. So that's in place. Look at that, inside the arm there. Missed a dirty mold line. Because I've missed that now, I can't do nothing for now. When the glue's all dry, I can then come in, just be able to get in with this, and just gently give it a clean down. So that's that. The next pieces that we need are number 7, which is his shoulder pad, and number 6, which is his backpack. So I'm going to snip those down, clean those down, and then come back to you and show you how they go on. This bit is self-explanatory, but I'll show you anyway. Right, so the backpack, there's a little ball there, there's a little ball in its back, just literally just slots on there. Like so. Shoulder pad goes over this arm here. Now we're in business. You want to move that forward a little bit around that way, just to cover the little join this inside. So the next pieces that we need are his head. That's number 8, and number 9, which is his little cherub. He's this good looking dude here. So I'm going to snip those down and snip his base off at the same time, snip all these pieces off, clean them down, and then come back and show you how they go on. Yeah, so the head just goes in there, like so. Now, once it's in there, as you can see, you can use your hobby knife or your old lunch paper just to adjust the head. So I'm adjusting it like that. Now the cherub is supposed to sit up here like this, behind him somehow. Something like that. So the instructions say one thing. Oh, okay, I see now. That little piece there at the bottom just slots in there like that. Okay, that's how he's supposed to be, something a little bit like that. So I'm going to glue him on. It may not be exact how I glue him on, but I'm going to glue him on in a way that it's meant to be something like that. Because I'm looking, let me show you what I mean. So you see this one, he's sort of, his eyes there are looking downwards. See this one, he looks a bit more standing upright. So something like, you don't even need to put him on if you don't want to. Okay, but I'm going to glue him on, and I'm going to glue him to the base. Now on the base, there is, that there is for 1 foot. Okay, it should be something like that. So it's 1 foot that side, I believe the other foot is that side there. Yeah. So I'm going to glue the chair on, glue him to his base, and come back to you again then, guys. And there we have him. I sort of just glued him to the shoulder there, and just glued a little bit of the shield to the backpack, his backpack part. So you can see a good bit of detail. I think this bit at the bottom here is meant to tuck behind the shoulder pad, between the shoulder pad and the backpack, but I'm not messing around like that. I put him on a 32mm base. So he's good just to sit and dry now, ready to go into the boat. Now guys, thank you for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, it means a hell of a lot to me. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, guys. It costs you absolutely nothing, and it helps the channel in a massive way. And turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. For for everyone that supported the channel for all this time, guys, it means so much to me. You are the motivation that keeps me going to keep producing more Let's Builds. And every time I get comments to say, yeah, thank you, I was trying to build this and I got confused with it and I saw your video and it really helped me out. All of those comments really keep me going and keep me wanting to do more Let's Builds for you guys. Everyone please smash the thumbs up button, because that will trigger YouTube to share this video with more and more people. And just make this community grow even more. And for everyone that's getting 10th edition tomorrow, you lucky buggers, mine won't be here till Monday or Tuesday. Like I said, it's a pain in the backside. It annoys me more because GW had 2 weeks of pre-orders, and then tomorrow's the day that's all meant to be released. So in those 2 weeks, if a third party persons have pre-ordered all the allocated boxes for them, then send it to them before the 2 weeks of, before it's meant to be released, because it just means that they can send it out as soon as. Anyway, that's my little grumble over. Thank you guys for watching, and everyone that has the 10th edition arrive up tomorrow, you well done, good luck. I'll have less builds on them as soon as they arrive up to me. Guys, until next time, take it easy.